All right. So I thought I'd bring an update. March of 2020, we began using Zoom and YouTube to do court cases. Since April, we haven't done anything but on Zoom and in court until recently. I've conducted pleas, sentencings, motions, status conferences, pretrials, settlement conferences, bench trials, and appeals. And I believe it's been a valuable learning experience for the public to see what goes on in the circuit court and how each court handles things differently and in different ways. It's been a chance to educate how the courts operate, the limitations we have, and the variety of cases that we hear. It's important to remember that we did this in order to provide public access to the courts, not for entertainment and not for education alone. The courts are now reopened to the public, and just like before the pandemic, you can come to court anytime you want, sit in and watch proceedings in person from Monday through Friday. We will continue to have restrictions on the public's access through the use of masks, social distancing, etc. But the public is welcome to come at any time, and we are reopened. I'm still going to be doing the majority of my cases on Zoom. The benefits of the use of the program just far outweigh the costs or the difficulties in it. And I find it to be very effective for both the litigants and the attorneys to take advantage, to avoid having to miss work for half a day for a 15-minute hearing, to avoid having to pay an attorney for a half a day for a 15-minute hearing. Doesn't make much sense. But for cases such as sentencings, evidentiary hearings, trials, we'll do those in person. And I've instructed my staff that we're going to start as of August 1st, having the defendants appear for sentencings on Fridays in person. And that's to give the department or the sheriff's department plenty of time to staff it and make plans to do so. But we'll be still conducting pleas and status conferences on most occasions through Zoom, but they will not be broadcast on YouTube. There'll be limitation on the space in the courtroom to allow for social distancing, but we are open, and so you're welcome to come in. As you know by now, probably if you've watched this, on Mondays I do drug court, various motions in the morning. Tuesdays are days set for trials, but we fill in when trials don't take place. Same with Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays or sentencings in the afternoon. So with that, we won't be doing this. The advantage of having it done on YouTube was that so many people that miss court would then contact court immediately and say, oh, I found out I missed. I heard that a friend called me and said that I missed court. That is a disadvantage that we won't have. But at the same time, the ability to maintain the decorum and to also just avoid the extra hassle. It takes me a good 30 seconds to a minute for each case to start, stop, name, disable the chat, everything else that needs to be done so that it's not a zoo, really. We do. And so now we will do that in court, but we won't have to broadcast it on YouTube. So I'll be taking the cases down. I'll leave this video up just as an explanation as to what happened. And the state is still trying to think of ways that to best do this. I'm on several committees and boards, and in a meeting Sunday, the state court administrator indicated that the two work groups that are out there that are working on how to best utilize the things that we've learned are due to come out with their proposals, that administrative orders and changes to the court rules are going to be coming out soon, expected to be done, over the course of September or so. So we'll see where it goes. And there is a value in the public knowing and having access to it. At the same time, there's the downside to it of just the entertainment value being outweighed by the seriousness of it. So with that, you're welcome to stop in anytime. I may still be doing things on the channel in the future as far as meetings, education, general information for those. But the broadcasting of cases, unless our numbers go back down or back up, I guess I should say, to the point where we have to lock down again, we won't be doing them on YouTube. All right. Thank you. And that concludes the